What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, and today we're going to dig back into the pile. So I've got two boxes today to open to share with you. Both from the same company. Both will be used for many different games. At least 4 games, three or four games right now as we speak I have lined up for these models. And I'm sure it's gonna open me up to a whole new batch of stuff that I'm gonna be able to play. Today, we're gonna be opening up these two boxes. This is Gunfighters 1 and Gunfighters 2 from Great Escape Games. Now, Great Escape Games has a game called Dead Man's Hand, which is what these are made for. They have quite a few options. I looked at a lot of places to look for Western models. I looked at Foundry, and they had some really cool stuff. And a few other places, but it just kind of came out that these kits were the best deals. They did have some bundles that included rules for their game, but it also seemed like they had a brand new edition of the game coming out that's currently like waiting on Kickstarter fulfillment. And so I didn't want to buy rules and learn the rule and commit things to memory and then to be obsolete. So didn't do that, but did pick up Gunfighters 1, which is the first one they did. Obviously, it's 1. And this is mostly male gunfighters. But then they've released Gunfighters 2, which has a lot of ladies in it. Each of these boxes has 10 models in it, plus some extra bits and bobbles and doodads. As well as, or not as well as, but in addition to that, they run about 25, 30 bucks. I found one of these on Amazon and the other one I got directly from them. It was like 25 to 30 bucks. Now from them, they are a UK company, so you gotta shell out a little shipping. I actually bought one on Amazon, and then I bought a box. I bought this box on Amazon. I bought one of these and the Gunfighters 2 from them directly. And shipping wasn't too bad. It was actually I think less than I normally expect from the UK. Maybe $11 to $15, but I could be remembering it wrong. I bought it around the holidays and I was ordering gifts for everybody and everything. And just, there was a lot of commerce commencing at that time. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I'm wasting time. Let's flip the camera around, dig into these, and see what these sprues look like. Cannoli, get out of the trash. So first up, we're going to start with the Gunfighters. This is the first set that they did. The boxes weren't shrink wrapped, which, I mean, doesn't really bother me, but it's a little bit odd, I think. So we got the kind of thin, flat bases. I like these bases. They blend into the table a little bit better. Let's move this out of the way. I think it's the same sprue twice. We got some pretty good heads here. Got some pretty good heads. Got a mix of different styles of hats. I like this. I'm not saying that the bag sewing, sack sewing wasn't nice, but I can't see. Some with beards and bowlers and derbies, and just a good range of heads. I like that. Some pistol arms as well as some holstered pistols. Yeah, I like. Got kind of a short coat, like a regular coat. And we got a big full-on duster down here. Let's see what that looks like on the other side. Okay. A bandana hanging around your neck. He's got a little bit of a bow tie, it looks like. I like this arm right here carrying the saddlebag. I like that bit. There's the regular. That's kind of a. I guess it could be a vest or a jacket depending on which arms you chose. And then down here we got some arms with some rifles, as well as I think there is a shotgun. The shotgun's apparently in 2 pieces, so you got the barrel and then the stock. That'll probably be a ton of fun to glue together and get it to sit straight. We got some doodads. So we got some some dynamite, some rope, big old cow skull, cactus. I love this. I wish there were more of those. Well, I guess there's 2 of them because the other sprue is in fact the exact same. So it's the same sprue. So probably not going to look at the same sprue twice. But a lot of good variation. Like you got some that are kind of lawmen-esque versus, you know, our guys with the bandanas and stuff. And for whatever reason, this dude just seems like he'd be a bad guy. I don't know. I guess it's because he's wearing a top hat and he just kind of, I don't know. He's got that kind of vibe. He just looks like trouble to me. Yeah, I really like the cactus. Like this might be my favorite part of the sprue. Really like the cactus. The TNT, if there's one on the other one, so I may take a couple of these and make some kind of TNT markers because that's a thing in a few of the games that I'm looking at. So I may use that to make some markers for the dynamite. Now, let's dig into Gunfighters 2. The ladies of the shooting phase of the pew pew. Like the Gunfighters 1, the 2 sprues are comprised of 2 identical sprues. So we're just going to take a look at the first one. So we got some heads. Awesome. We got some ladies with bandanas. So we got some good bad guy-ish characters or bad person-ish characters. And then we got some, I like her. She looks very severe. She looks like she would just slap the piss out of you with a ruler or a stick or something for cutting up in church. I like these. Good kind of dynamic sway to the hair. I think that's a piece of hair that would be attached somewhere else. But maybe it's something else. Yeah, because that's a braid. That's definitely a braid. So yeah, that's hair. So I guess these would go on each side. I wonder who they go on though. We got some legs. We got 1 in pants, 3 that are in skirts, but all the skirts are different. I like this one. The little frill at the bottom kind of reminds me of like a Spanish dancer. And we got this. I don't know, what is this? I guess that's just the buttons from the top. Some in boots, some in just shoes. Kind of bummed that there's not a torso that's got a full-on duster. We got some vests and kind of this short jacket, but I was hoping for one that would have a full-on proper duster. Now this, I like. This is better than the first one. This is a really cool cactus. This one comes with a chicken. I mean, enough said, right? It comes with a chicken. Lantern arm is pretty sweet too. And with these sprues, as well as with the other sprues, I plan on making some of them that just don't have weapons. So trimming the weapons out of the hands and stuff to just make some passerbys, some standby civilian type folks. And between the 2 of them, I think I'll have enough. So I'm looking currently at playing What a Cowboy from Two Fat Lardies. My buddy Joe brought that over. And then I've been eyeballing Dracula's America for forever. So that's another one that I'm looking at. And I've got the most recent issue of Blaster, which is all pretty much just one Western game. Also, Mike Crutchett, the guy who wrote Verrettwood, he's got a Western, like a Weird West, horror West game coming down the pipeline. So lots of cool Western stuff. I've got some terrain and stuff from Blackside on the way. But anyways, that's beside the point. This is a lantern. I said all that, and I started with that with the whole wanting to make some regular townspeople to get to the point of saying that this lantern will be a really good bit for that. More holsters. Some rifles. That's a shotgun. No, it's another rifle. That chicken, though. Oh, man, I wish I just had a bunch of these. Yeah, good looking sprues though. Good looking sprues, good for the value. I really am interested in getting a hold of some of the North Star sprues for Stargrave, like the Crew and the Mercenaries and stuff like that, and kind of mixing the two together, mixing in some of these bodies and torsos with some of those heads and arms and stuff to make some kind of Wild West space people. So like, I don't plan on building out all of these sprues. I'm definitely going to leave some of them just alone so that I have some cool bits to mix in with other things for later, because going to be getting into some more Stargrave. Buddy Joe has gotten into Stargrave. He's interested in the game, so we'll get some head-to-head games and campaign for that going. And hopefully we'll see some of these bits show up in there at some point. But right now is not that point. So at this point, I'm going to get to the point and say thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while I opened up some new toys today. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.